Hi everyone and welcome back. It's Lisa from Critters'n Designs in Ontario, Canada. And I just received my paper pumpkin about 10 minutes ago. I took off my address, but everything else is as it came. And this is the first time, I think it's Purelator that brings it, has ever asked for a signature. And they said it's required now for paper pumpkin. So I'm wondering if there's a certain amount of them that have gone missing in transit, because we've never had to sign for it before until today. Whew, look at the colors, fresh freesia. Now, I looked online earlier before I opened it to see what the ink spot was going to be, and it's fresh freesia. So I grabbed my big fresh freesia, and I keep these as little gifts. And I do have a selection of colors that I use in a little case to travel with. So I'm just going to put that aside. The stamps are very cute. It says, "You hold the key to my heart. Love is the key." Let's see if I can put something white behind. Let's try this. "Love is the key to my Valentine. I love you." And there's a little keyhole, some hearts, a lock in the shape of a heart, and a big key, and a scrolly thing. Now this month, there are some heart box add-ons available while supplies last, and I personally didn't order them because I really don't have a need for little gift boxes. My grandchildren are too young to appreciate them, and I work from home, so really I didn't bother to buy them, but they are still available as far as I know. Okay, and this is for next month's paper pumpkin, and you have until February the 10th to place your order. And it's called Sunshine and Smiles, and it coordinates with the Playing in the Rain bundle. And this little cloud is from the Playing in the Rain. And in the bundle, there's the stamps, dies, of course. The designer series paper is very cute. And then this month, they're actually offering as well a little set of dies. I believe it's 2 dies. One is for flowers, and one is for this little guy, this little frog. So if you do get the paper pumpkin and you think those 2 little dies interest you, I wouldn't hesitate to go ahead and order them. Yeah, so just keep an eye out for that. It looks very, very cute. So I'm excited about this next month. I might even actually order another couple. Okay, so let's see what we have in here. So the tissue, I love how they always coordinate the tissue paper. This time it's fresh freesia. And look at that. So it's 3 different cards. And what does it say? Okay, we'll have to open it to see what it says. Let's get this off the table. And what I also did was, when I looked up the color of the ink spot, I also checked to see what the coordinating colors were. And I did pick out some coordinating cardstocks. So I have Fresh Freesia, Mango Melody, Petal Pink, and Cajun Craze. Yeah. And then my Fresh Freesia ink. So let's see what is entailed here. Did I say this was Calypso Coral? It's Calypso Coral. So what I have here is I've taken all of my cardstocks and I've put a little label on them. The B is for the brights. There, you can see that better. And I've labeled them all, and this helps me coordinate if I want to try and match something to, yeah, that's a Calypso Coral. This is Calypso Coral. Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah, okay. I grabbed the wrong one. Let me grab the Calypso Coral. Okay, so you can see this one has faded quite a bit. I'm going to have to replace some of these because these have been around for quite a while. All right, let's see what we have. So we have some dimensionals and some Calypso Coral twine. And our envelopes are, looks like they're all the same. So that the Fresh Freesia with the little key on them, that's cute. And here is a card front with a pop-out keyhole. That's kind of fun. Oh, look at how pretty this is. The fresh freesia with the gold. Oh, so nice. Oh, and the same ish. This one is rectangular while this one is random. And here it is in the petal pink. Very pretty. And we have some vellum. So we have circles, a little tag, and a long tag. And there's 3 sheets of those. And then we have some punch outs, different locks and some keys. There's 3 sheets of those. And then our banners. And 3 large banners. And we have some mini glue dots there. So very, very cute. Okay, so let's start with the first one. So the first one looks like it needs one of the petal pink rectangles. And then one of each of the 3 different locks here. Oh, we need one of these purple banners. Oh, a little pink banner. Just a plain one. There's some here with Mango Melody on them, so we don't want that one, I guess. So my Valentine, and 15 inches of twine. Right, so there's 15 inches. All right. So paper pumpkins are great. If you're not familiar with paper pumpkin, it's a monthly subscription, and you can purchase it either one kit, 3 months, 6 months, or a year. And if you pay for a year up front, you do save a little bit. Everything comes with what you need to make the whole kit, except for the first kit, you do get a block, and you get a little block like this. So your first kit will come with a block like this. It's a D block. And then if you prefer a thicker block, you can purchase them separately on the website. So this is the same size. It's a D block, but it's an ergonomic block, and I prefer these ones because, so I will use that one. But your first paper pumpkin of your subscription always comes with a block, so that you don't have to not have everything that you need. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp To My Valentine. So when you see the block like this means that you're putting your stamp onto your block. All right, so let's grab To My Valentine. And we're going to stamp it onto our little banner here. I'm just going to zoom in a smidgen. And I should grab a piece of scratch paper here. There we go. Okay, To My Valentine. I'll just try and get that centered. Pretty good. Okay, and next we're going to put some little hearts on our purple banner. So here's our banner. Now it's always a good idea to give your brand new stamps a little quick wash, because I don't know whether it's true or not, but I always feel like there could be some manufacturing residue or something on the stamp. So I'm going to do one set of hearts in this corner and another set of hearts in this corner. Oh, you know what? I dropped that and it didn't even leave a mark. Whew, that was close. Okay, I'm just going to give that a clean. Okay, next I'm going to, I've got my twine here, and I'm just going to create 2 loops. Okay, so Here are our 2 loops. Not very coordinated today, am I? Okay, so let's take our card base. I'll just burnish our fold. Oh, and you know what else we need that I didn't grab is a piece of vellum. A little vellum banner. We also need this. Okay, so we've got our glue dots. I'm just going to take my Take a Pick tool. And it says to put 2 glue dots. Let's zoom out. 2 glue dots in the middle of the vellum, because you don't want to have glue on vellum where you're going to see it, because it's not invisible as you think it might be. So we'll pop the backings off of that. Now, if you wanted to use the regular mini glue dots, by all means, go right ahead. And so we also need glue dots on here. Now, some people don't like glue dots. I don't mind them. I find them very handy. And then whatever's left over when I have a paper pumpkin, I keep them in a little baggie. And then they're great if you're traveling and you just need a quick adhesive. Don't throw them out. They're great. Okay, and this is just going to go right on here. Right in the middle. And then this is going to go here. That's not very straight, is it? It's better. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that on here. And then, where's my twine? So then on my vellum, I'm going to put another couple of glue dots for my twine. And now we can pop our little lockets onto dimensionals. Okay, there we are. Okay, there's one. And 2. And then we'll put the heart one right in the middle. These are so cute. Oh, look at that. Adorable. And now we can put some dimensionals on our little banner and pop that up. There we go. My gosh, look at how cute that is. That's just stinking adorable. So cute. Okay, that was card number 1. That went easy. Okay, card number 2. So for this one, let's just clean up our stuff here. Now, card number 2, we need a purple background. So fresh freesia. And a vellum circle. One of these petal pink banners. And 2 lockets. And a key. Is that everything? And 6 inches of twine. All right. So, let's see. First things first, we're going to stamp our hearts again onto our card base. So it looks like they've just kind of stuck them here. Very cute. And then our vellum circle. And very specific about where they want you to put your glue dots on your vellum circle. So we're going to put one off center a little bit, and then just one off to like at 5 o'clock-ish. Okay. Okay, and they have them going. So I have one glue dot here and one glue dot here, and that's how they indicated on here where they want them. So that means obviously they're going to be covered up. You can't really see them on this one, but sometimes it's pretty obvious. Okay, and I forgot to stamp our sentiment, so let's go ahead and do that. And it is love is the key. Is that this one? Yep. Love is the key. So here's our little banner. And love is the key. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see. Oh, we're going to pop some dimensionals on here as well. And let's see, they have this down here. Okay, and then we have our 2 lockets on dimensionals. These are really cute. I don't really do Valentine's other than probably I'll send one to each of my 3 grandkids, but I might do an alternative of this for my husband for Valentine's Day. All right, so this one is going to go up here, kind of in the middle it looks like. And then this one goes down here. And then on our key, we'll pop a couple of glue dots on that. And they have it just like this. There we are. And then they put a little bow. Just really. Okay, there's our little bow. And we'll pop a glue dot onto that. I'm actually going to pop it off and I'm going to fold it in half. Okay. And then we'll just pop that right onto there. Oh, that is so cute. Very, very cute. So that's card number 2. Boy, these ones are quick and easy. And then card number 3, let's see. We need keyhole base and a key. And a banner with the mango melody on there. And oh, look at that. The inside has purple on it. Very good. All right, so let's pop out our keyhole. And we can keep this and save it for something else because it's really cute. All right, so let's see. First thing I'm going to do is fold this because I forgot to do that on the last one. There. Okay, so let's clean this off. And let's grab our stamp. It says, "You hold the key to my heart." Okay. You hold the key to my heart. Very good. So we'll stamp that right on our there. It's right on our banner. And we need a vellum banner as well. And let's put a couple of glue dots in the middle of the banner here. All right, and this is going to go right down here. And then we'll put a couple of dimensionals on the back of that. The backings for these dimensionals show up all over my house. They get caught in the cat's fur. They get caught in my socks. They're everywhere. Excuse me, everywhere. I'm just going to center that like that. And then our key is just going to go right in the center of the keyhole. These cards are very quick this month. Not that they're ever very complicated, but I don't know, they just seem to be going quicker today than typical. And I'm just going to center the key in there. And once again, I just need a little bow. and a little glue dot. Just going to fold the glue dot in half there. Stick it on my bowl. And there, card number 3. That is adorable. So simple, so cute. Now, usually on the back of this, they show some alternatives. So let's see what they have this time. Well, one of the alternatives is for the little boxes, but I didn't order those. So let's do the first alternative. And it looks as if they've taken the an envelope. Let me just grab my trimmer. And we're going to use the paper from inside the envelope as our card front. So let's go ahead and just cut off about 1/8 of an inch so that we can open this up. Okay, I'll just cut this. And then typically a card front would be about 4 by 5 1/4. I'm just going to give that a little quick trim. It's right on the seam line there, the fold line. So 4 by 5 1/4. So let's trim this to 4. And actually this looks like it's smaller. So let's go 3 3/4 by 5. So 3 3/4 by 5. And I have a piece of fresh freesia here, and we'll make a card base. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to score it at 4 1/4 on the 8.5 inch side. And when I cut it in half, this is going to give me 2 card bases. So now I'm going to cut this at 5 1/2. And now I have 2 card pieces, so we can push this out of the way. And let's see. So let's fold our card base. So there we have our piece of envelope that we're using for the card backing. And I could use glue dots. I'm actually going to use my tape runner. So I'm just going to be using my seal. I'll just pop that right in the middle there. I'm not used to working with a paper. It's driving me crazy. Okay. There we go. And then they've taken one of these purple banner pieces and just popped it right across. And I'm going to put that on dimensionals, I think. Just to give it a boost. Yeah, so when you get the paper pumpkins, always look on the back for the alternatives, because you know you can get some great ideas. There we are. Okay, I'm just going to pop that right in the middle. Try and get it straight. There we go. And then I have a vellum circle. Now, if you were doing alternatives later, certainly you can cut this out and the circle out from vellum. Now I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of glue there, and I'm going to center that on the card. That looks about right. And then, oh, it looks like they've stamped on the vellum. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm just going to clean this guy before I put him away. And actually, you know what we could have done, and I didn't even think about it, was to stamp little keys all over here next time. Once you get going, the creativity just pops out all over the place. Okay, where's my paper here? Oh, that's cute. All right, so now it would have been smarter to do this prior to me putting this on here, but that's all right. Very, very cute. Okay. So that's that part. And then I'll grab another banner. And they used this one this time. So let's use one of these. And you hold the key to my heart again. So actually I could have left that on there, I guess. Okay. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to pop that on there, and I need a key. Yeah, they have it like this. Okay, so let's put some glue on here. And they have that right about there. And it looks like a big bow in there, so let's make a bow. All right, okay. And I'm just going to pop that onto a glue dot, but I'm going to fold the glue dot and put that right there. So I'm putting it just on the corner of the banner. And then I'll pop the key over that knot there. So I'm just going to put 2 glue dots sort of in the middle of the key here. There. So cute. I like the ink on the vellum. So that's our second alternative, using the inside of the envelope. And I'm just going to put a basic white cardstock in there. And let's use that little heart locket again. That's very, very cute. So we'll pop that onto here. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside. There. So that's one of our alternatives. And the next alternative, it looks as though they've made a shaker card with the keyhole. So let's do that. So I'm going to grab one of the card bases that has a keyhole in it. And I'm going to pop out our keyhole. And as I said before, keep these because we'll make something else with them. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fold my card base. No, you know what? I'm actually going to cut out my card base. Let me grab my trimmer. I have to think about this one for a sec. Yes, I'm going to cut this at 4 by 5 1/4. So 4. This is 4 1/4. So I'm going to cut this 1/8 of an inch from this side and 1/8 of an inch from this side so that I know that it's going to be 4. And then 5 1/4 is what we want. So 5 1/4. So cut off 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. So let me think. So that's 4. If I do 4, I could actually make this 4 by 4. No, I'm going to leave it like this. Okay, so 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to make a card base. I think I'm going to use Calypso Coral. So I dug out some of my shakers. This is from last year. They're retired, but you may still have some. So this makes me think that I'm not going to use Calypso Coral. I'm going to grab a real red. I'm going to grab a real red. Are these real red? Yep. Okay. So let's put these aside. I'm going to close this. Fresh freesia. And let's make a card base out of real red. So I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. And keep in mind, and we've all done it, not to use your cutting blade to do scoring. So the beige one, the lighter colored one, it just is your scorer tool. And then I'm going to whip it around to 5 1/2 on the 11-inch side and cut that. And now I have 2 card bases. So we'll just put this over here. So let's burnish this. Boy, it doesn't take long for your desk to become a disaster, does it? I do with my bone folder here. There it is. It's like no time flat and you have stuff everywhere. Okay, so there we have our basic, our real red. And this is going to sit on top of here. Now looking at what they've done here, let me just quickly look at this. I almost wonder if they have embossed this or just popped it back in the bottom under here. Now they don't have theirs on a card base, and that's fine. So I wonder if they popped that into the background, and then you'll still see a bit of the red when this is lifted. So you know what, let's do that. So I'm going to leave this. Let me grab the keyhole, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue onto the keyhole. And let's position this back where we want it. Okay, and then I'm going to just sit this right back in where it came from. All right, so that's going to be on our background. So the next thing we're going to need is a piece of window sheet. Okay, so I'm going to use my old cutter to cut up my window sheet, and I'm going to cut it out at 3 3/4 by 5. So let's do the 5-inch side first. So 3 3/4 by 5. And it probably doesn't even need to be that big, but you know what? It's not going to hurt anything. So I don't use my regular paper cutter to cut my window sheet because I don't want it to damage my blade, so that I can get clean cuts for my paper. I'm just going to move this. I'm not used to. Okay. So, first thing we need to do is get our window sheet behind our front piece here. So let's take the snail, and this doesn't have to be precise. You just don't want it to move. So I'm going to center that in the back. There. Okay, and then next, I'm going to take some of our foam adhesive strips, and I have one package here that there's still a little bit in, and I love doing shaker cards. You say window cards. I love doing shaker cards. They're always fun. The kids, the little ones especially, like them. So let's see. I'm going to take one of our strips. And the beauty of these strips is that they go around corners, like circular. So I'm just going to go around. All right. So there's the top part, and now I'm just going to, good grief, go down here. Oh, look at that. Perfect fit. Holy Dinah. Okay. And then I think in here they've actually put one of the keys in. So let's grab a key. All right. So I've got my silicone sheet, and I can just glue right over the key because nothing sticks to the silicone sheet. And then, see that? Perfect. All right. So I'll pop my key down. So cute. Just get rid of the little bit of extra tape runner there. Okay, that's all gone. And now I'm going to, these are from the I think they're called All Occasions sequin. There's blue, green, and pink. 3 little boxes. And I believe they're $21 or something. So I've got some of those, and then I have these that were left over from last year. So I'm going to throw a couple of the red ones in there just for some color. And then, these closed up so I don't have a sequin disaster. So what I need to do too is put some of the strip, foam strip, down the sides of the card as well, because you don't want it sort of sagging on the sides, right? And if you don't have these, I highly recommend getting them. They are just perfect for so many things. Put that there. I'm going to pop another one up here so I don't have any sagginess. And then also up here. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take just the keyhole papers off. And then I'm going to use my, take your pick tool to lift the other ones once I get this situated, but I want this to be right where I need it to be. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up on the bottom, and I'm just going to plunk it down. Ta-da! Oh my God, how stinking cute is that? Okay, and so now I can go in here with my take your pick tool and take the backing off of the foam strips so that this is stuck down. And actually I'm going to have to put some tape runner on the sides too. I guess I should have done that. Let me grab a pair of tweezers. These tweezers are the best. They came with the embossing kit with the little tray and the embossing buddy, and they are the best little tweezers ever. Okay. And so what I need to do is, because I wasn't thinking when I put the window sheets down, I really should have put some tape runner all the way around the outsides too, and I never thought of it. Don't know why I didn't think of it, because I do these all the time. You'd think it would have been just something that I... Beauty. Okay, so there's our card. So now we need a sentiment. So I'm going to clean up this a smidgen because there's stuff everywhere. Okay, so I've got all of my embossing tools. I've got my basic white embossing powder. I have my Versamark, and I have my embossing buddy, and I have my little tray. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to rub embossing buddy onto my real red piece here so that when I put the embossing powder on it, it isn't going to stick to places where I don't want it. Okay, so I'm going to put, let's see, to my Valentine. And I need my block. To my Valentine. Okay, so I'm going to ink it up with the Versamark. And I just keep my embossing powder in this little container because I personally find it handier, but you can use your little jar and your tray. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and emboss this with my heat tool. Okay, let's move this out of the way, and you can see. Don't want to be melting my embossing powder, do we? All right, so let's emboss this. Just going to let it warm up a sec. All right, so let's get this put away. And this also comes with a little brush, so I can get all of my embossing powder back into my container. And this is why I use the container, so that I don't have to worry about a little tiny jar. There, put that in there. All right, so let's see what we're going to do with this thing. So that you could do a couple different things, but I kind of like the idea of having the banner. So I'm just going to see if this fits. This week I got this Something Fancy dies. And let's see if that fits. Ho ho, it fits. Okay, so I'm going to use my Something Fancy dies. Let me just grab my little mini trimmer. This blue trimmer is a limited edition, and it's only available to new demonstrators who sign up during the months of January and February of 2023. So if you would like to have one of these little babies, you can add it onto your starting kit. And I'm just going to grab a Post-it note here. And the normal starting kit is you choose $165 worth of product and pay $135. So this year for this promotion, so you could choose options 1 and 2 are a mini cut and emboss machine plus $225 worth of Stampin' Up! Products of your choice for only $175. So you have the option of getting it in the new boho blue, which is going to be one of the new in colors when the new catalog comes out in May. Or you could have a white one. Or if you don't want one at all, then you could go to option 3 and choose $225 worth of Stampin' Up! Products for $135, which is the normal startup kit price. And then any order that you have after that, you're going to get at least 20% off anything you purchase. So, I mean, it's totally a win-win. So if you're interested in finding out how you can get one of these little babies, let me know. You can email me at critters'ninc@gmail.com and I can help you out with that. All right, so let's get this cut out. And as I said, my cat is driving me. The die set that I'm using is called Something Fancy, and it's part of the Something Fancy bundle that is new in the little mini catalog that started on January. Sorry, these are really loud. Sorry about that. Started on January the 5th. Okay, so let's get this popped up on dimensionals. So let's pop this up on mini dimensionals. There we are. Oh my goodness, how stinking cute is that? And then I have some of the new adhesive backed Milky Dots. So I'm going to choose some of the clarish colored ones. And hopefully they'll match. I just got these, so I haven't really had a chance to look at them. So let's see, should we use this one? Or is that too purpley? Too purpley, I think. How about this one? Yes, I don't mind that. Okay, so let's pop a few of these onto here just for some interest. And there we have our little, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, now for the inside of the card, I'm going to take a piece of basic white. And let's see, what will we pop in there? Oh, you know what? Why don't we do this again, the little heart? But I'm going to grab my Petal Pink ink. Petal Pink. Let me just give that a quick clean. Holy smokes, you should see my desk. What a nightmare. Okay. Guess that's a sign that you're being creative. Okay. Let's pop this on here. And then I'm going to do a second one. So I have just a shadow of a second one. Oh, that's so cute. And then what does this say? Let's pop this in the middle. You hold the key to my heart. I will do that in the Petal Pink as well. Let's make sure I'm straight. Okay. And we can pop this on the inside of our card. My tape is running to the side here. There we go. There. Oh my goodness, how cute. So here are a couple of alternatives for the paper pumpkin. That's cards that we did today. So this was one of the alternatives that we did. So cute. And our little shaker card. And then this was one of the cards from the kit with the fresh freesia watercolor on the inside. That's very, very cute. And then we had this fresh freesia with the gold embossing on there. Very, very sweet. And then we have this one with 3 lockets, I guess. And I think if this was me, which it is me, I would be inclined to pop this. Well, you could use any of the colors that coordinate, but I would trim this and pop it right on there. Why don't we do that? I'm going to do that. So let me grab my trimmer. All right, so I'm going to trim this at 4 1/8. And then I'm going to trim off this to 4. So I'm just trimming off 1/8 of an inch on the top and 1/8 of an inch on the bottom. Is that it for? No. Okay, and then 1/8 of an inch on either side. That wasn't quite 1/8 of an inch. I'll try that again. Okay, and then this I want at 5 1/4. There. All right, and then I'm going to plant this right on here. Should I put it on there or should I put it on Cajun Craze? I think Cajun Craze. Okay. Another alternative. So let me score this at 4.25. And give it a cut at 5.5. Yeah, I think I like the Cajun Craze better. Yeah, I like the Cajun Craze better. All right, so let's grab my adhesive here. All right, I'll just center that right in there. And then I'm having issues with my twine here. Seems a little bit crazed. What is it they say on Yellowstone? Let's put the crazy over there. So let's do that with this. I just need to tame this a little bit because it's a little too crazy for me. Okay, I'm gonna pull that out of there and pop this back on here. And I'm just going to make a double bow. So I'm going to fold this in half. Get my glue dot off of there. Okay, so I'm just going to make a little double bow here. There. Oh, I like that better, I think. I'll just give this a little trim. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so I need a little glue dot. What did I do with my glue dots here? And fold it in half. And there we go. Yeah, I have to say, I like that better than the other. It was kind of grating on my nerves a little bit. So anyway, so that's what I did. I cut my card into a card front and just put it onto a piece of Cajun Craze. All right, so we need to put something in the inside. So let me grab a piece of basic white and my petal pink. And what do we put in there? Let's put some of these hearts in there that we used before. So let's just grab some of these and pop them right in the corner here. Cute. Okay. All right, so let's pop that inside. I think I know what I'm doing. I keep flicking my glue thing to the right and it's moving over my, there we go. So cute. So cute. So another alternative. So let's lay these out again. Let's see what we have. So we have this one that we just finished. And then we have, this was one of the originals from the kit, as was this. Very, very cute. And then our little shaker card that we made. And our other alternative that we made using the inside of the envelope. These little things are everywhere. There. So there you go. This is my January paper pumpkin. I hope you've enjoyed spending time with me. Thanks so much. Have a great evening, and we'll talk to you soon.